Why is it that an 18-year-old can purchase this, but they can't purchase this? Seems a little bit odd, doesn't it? The Federal Trade Commission confirms that in 1984, the consumption of alcohol legal age changed from 18 to 21. The problem with that is federal government is preventing legal adults that have the same rights as a 21-year-old from consuming alcohol. Congress accomplished this by passing the National Minimum Drinking Age Act, establishing 21 as the minimum legal drinking age. The legal drinking age in the United States should be 18. Today I'll be talking about the restrictions that the federal government has placed upon 18-year-olds adults that have the same rights as 21-year-old adults, but cannot have alcohol. I'll also be talking about some of the punishments you could receive if you're underage and you drink. Adults 18 to 20 are being treated unfairly by not being able to legally buy and consume alcohol. Dr. Dale Archer, MD, states within all 50 states, an 18-year-old can apply for a credit card, can buy a house, can get married, can get divorced, can sign a binding contract, can serve in the military, and serve on a jury. If an 18-year-old is charged with a crime, they will be treated as an adult in the court. In essence, 18, 19, and 20-year-old can do everything a 21-year-old can do except drink alcohol. In a recent audience analysis that I conducted, 66% of my audience thought that the drinking age should be changed to 18 in the United States. In an article in Military Times by authors Dietrich and Reiser, I learned about a 19-year-old Purple Heart recipient who, when he came back to the United States, had a beer. I also learned of a Silver Star recipient. She was also 19, came back from Afghanistan. If she had a beer, she would have been arrested for underage consumption. The difference between the Purple Heart recipient and the Silver Star recipient was the Purple Heart recipient received his medal in 1945. Who is keeping these legal 18 to 20-year-old adults from consuming alcohol? Your answer, the federal government. In 1984, Congress passed the National Drinking Age Act, establishing 21 as the minimum legal age purchase. By 1987, all 50 states were in compliance with this law. Lieutenant Mark Coffin of the Amherst Police Department informed me that if you are between the ages of 18 and 20 and you are found in possession of alcohol, you could be charged a $1,000 fine and up to 6 months in prison. Lieutenant Coffin also went on to say if you purchased alcohol with a fake ID and an officer seizes it, you could be subject to prohibited acts charge. He also stated that if you try to present your ID, a fake ID, to an officer and try to tell that officer you are 21, then you could face falsification charges. It doesn't seem fair that legal adults are treated like children when it comes to the consumption of alcohol. What can you do to change this? Well, you could go try to talk to your Congress representative and tell them your concerns with the current legal drinking age. Remind your representative that 18-year-old adults have the same countless rights that a 21-year-old has, yet they're prohibited from drinking alcohol. Try to persuade other people in your district. Contact your Congress, have them contact your Congress representative about changing the drinking age to 18. Punishments that an 18 to 20-year-old adult receives for trying to enjoy a cocktail or a beer is pretty absurd. If we could get Congress to put a new bill and lower the drinking age to 18, we would have less arrests for 18-year-olds trying to drink alcohol, which is a pretty minute charge. By changing the drinking age to 18, all adults will have the same rights across the board. In conclusion, if you're an adult, there should be no stipulations. An 18-year-old adult should be treated the same as a 21-year-old adult. With Congress passing that law in 1984, it prevents 18-year-olds from consuming alcohol. And it's pretty confusing for most citizens that this 18-year-old has the same exact rights as everybody else except for the alcohol. Now remember, contact your Congress representative or senator with your concerns about changing the current drinking age. It is my belief that the legal drinking age should be changed to 18 in the United States. The fact of the matter is, if a person becomes an adult at the age of 18, then that person should be an adult without restrictions. I'm not saying the law should change so that an 18-year-old can go out and just get wasted, but if the government trusts them to vote, to serve in the military, to serve on a jury, then that same adult should have the right to go enjoy a cocktail. Thanks for watching.